Hi friends, welcome back to another episode with a few tips and few ingredients and amazing biryani on your plate. A biryani that's really simple and very unique, Emerald Chicken Biryani. A simple super easy biryani with no cutting or chopping required in fact, but the taste is simply outstanding. So let's get started and check it out. The measure of the biryani I'll be making today can be easily served for 4 to 5 adults. The first part is the marination of the chicken. Here I have 750 grams of chicken that is cleaned and patted dry. The marination will be done in 2 steps. To start with, we'll add in 1.5 teaspoon of salt, and into this we'll add in 1.5 tablespoon of lemon juice. Let's mix this well till well incorporated, and let's set it aside to rest for half an hour. Meanwhile, we'll get the second marination ready. The second marination is the preparation of the green paste. In goes around 11 almonds. Here I've got around 10 cashew nuts. In case you do not have almonds, you can replace it with cashew nuts itself. Then I'll be adding in 1.5 tablespoon of peppercorns. Then I'll be adding in 1 tablespoon of khashkash. Into this I'll be adding in 4 tablespoon of freshly grated coconut. All these ingredients will be soaked in hot water for 20 minutes. So I'm adding in half cup of hot water, just enough water to soak this. After around 20 minutes, we'll take the soaked cashew nuts and almonds. We soak this just to make the almonds and cashew nuts little bit soft so that while grinding it can be easily formed into a paste. Into this I'll be adding in 3 green chilies that are roughly chopped, a teaspoon of fennel seeds, a teaspoon of cumin seeds. Here we have 2 tablespoons of roughly cut ginger, and here I have taken around 20 pods of garlic that I'll be adding into this mixture. Along with this I have half cup of coriander leaves and half cup of mint leaves that is cleaned and kept aside, and all this will be ground along with 3 tablespoons of curd. Okay, our second marination, that is the emerald paste, is ready. I'll pour this into our chicken that is being marinated for half an hour along with lemon juice and salt. Into this I'll be adding in 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil as well. Now let's mix the chicken along with this marination well so that it's all well incorporated into the chicken. So the chicken part of the biryani is ready. Only what is left is the cooking of the chicken. But before that, let's rest this chicken in this marination for 1.5 hours so all the spices are well incorporated into the chicken. Okay, our chicken is all well coated now. I'll cling wrap this and keep it in the refrigerator for 1.5 hours. While this is resting, we'll get our rice ready for the biryani. I'll be preparing my biryani in kaima rice. This is the short grain rice where biryanis in Kerala are very popular. This can also be done in basmati rice as well. Here I've taken 2.5 cups of kaima rice. Here I have a deep bottom pan in which there is 9 cups of water that is being boiled here. Meanwhile, I've also washed and cleaned the rice 3 to 4 times. I have not soaked the rice, it's just washed. Here you can see that the water started boiling. I'll be adding in the rice into the water. Into this I'll be adding some spices as well. A teaspoon of fennel seeds, 3 sticks of cinnamon, 3 pods of cardamom and 4 cloves. Into this I'll be adding in 1 tablespoon of oil as well. For the preparation of the biryani, I'll be draining off the excess water here. So I'll be just cooking the rice till it's 3/4 done, and then I'll be draining away the water. Into the rice I'll be adding in 1 tablespoon of salt. Since we are draining out the water, the salt should stand out a bit. Let's wait till 3/4 of the rice is cooked. Here you can see that the rice is almost cooked. 3/4 of the rice is cooked here. This would be the correct consistency. Again, the amount of time varies from the quality of rice we take. After the rice is cooked 3/4, just switch off the flame and put in the juice of half lemon into it. Stir it and then just drain off the excess water. Here I have drained off the water from the rice. The rice is still hot and the steam is coming out. Now let's close this, and the rest of the rice will be cooked from the steam. By the time our chicken is ready, our rice will be perfectly cooked. Okay, so our rice is ready there. Now let's prepare our chicken. Our chicken is being marinated for 1.5 hours. So let's get started. Here I've got a deep bottom pan. Into this I'll be adding in 1 tablespoon of butter. Here I'll be using a combination of butter and oil. If you wish, you can replace it with either butter alone, either oil alone, or even ghee. So I'll be adding in 3 tablespoons of oil as well into 1 tablespoon of butter. This biryani is really helpful for those who prefer doing something really quick and fast, since there's not much of chopping and cutting here. Okay, here our oil and the butter is melted. I'll be adding in the chicken pieces. Our flame is on medium to high. Let's add in the chicken pieces and let's cook it on one side for 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes now. Now let's turn the chicken to the other side. Now let's cook the other side as well for 5 minutes. Let's turn all our chicken pieces one by one. Make sure that both the sides are cooked for 5 minutes. Our marination has got all the ingredients that will make the gravy thick enough, so it's not necessary to add any onions or tomatoes to this recipe. So it's a very easy biryani where there's no chopping of onions and tomatoes as well. Okay, our chicken is cooked on both the sides. Now after around 10 minutes, we'll be adding the rest of the marinade into this. It's got a beautiful green color. In fact, I love this color a lot. It's really nice and green, hence I've given it the name the Emerald Chicken Biryani. Okay, now let's mix this well till all the marination is into the chicken. Now I'll be adding in half cup of water as well. Enough of water, that will be fine. Now let the chicken cook for 20 minutes till almost done. The heat should be on medium to low just for the chicken to cook. Now let's close this and keep till done. It's 20 minutes now and our chicken is almost done. At this point, you can check if the amount of salt is fine. Into this, I'll be adding in 1 teaspoon of garam masala and a very special ingredient, that is 1 teaspoon of kasuri methi. Let's mix this well till well incorporated. At this point, you can check whether your curry is spicy enough. The spice should outstand over here. Then only when we mix it with the rice, it will be exactly correct. Okay, let's close this and cook for 5 minutes. It's 5 minutes now and our curry is perfectly done. It's spicy enough and you can see the gravy is also really thick. I have switched off the flame now and into this I'll be adding in half cup of fresh cream. Now let's mix this well. Adding the cream will make our gravy really very tasty. The heat from the curry is enough for the cream to get incorporated, so remember that the flame has to be off. Now let's close this and keep it for rest for 20 minutes. There it is, our beautiful emerald chicken is ready here. Even though we have not added any onions and tomatoes, our gravy is really thick to make the biryani. Okay, our curry is warm now. Even our rice is now perfectly cooked and warm enough, all ready to be dum. Okay, this is a special step. Here I'll be separating the chicken from the gravy. I'll be moving the chicken pieces into another bowl and I'll be keeping the gravy in another bowl. This can be followed in any biryani we make. The gravy will be added to the rice later. Okay, we are in the final step now. We'll be putting our biryani on dum now. Here I have taken a deep bottom pan and into this I'll be adding in a tablespoon of butter. After the butter is melted, I'll be putting in a thin layer of rice. Here the rice is warm, it's not very hot. This is a very important step in a biryani, that our rice should not be piping hot. Okay, the first layer is ready. On top of this, I'll be adding some freshly chopped coriander leaves. Into this, I'll be also sprinkling some kasuri methi. On top of this first thin layer, I'll be adding in the chicken. I'll just put the chicken in and just spread it out with the spoon, just so that the chicken is spread out all across. Okay, that's done now. Now let's add in the second layer. The second layer will be the thick one. Here you can see the consistency of rice, it's not sticking to each other. In case you find any big lumps, just break it off with a spoon. You can either do the dum this way on low flame or also you can bake it in the oven. Okay, our second layer is ready here. Now into this I'll be pouring in the gravy which I had collected in another bowl. Now this gravy will seep into the rice to the bottom and hence each and every grain of rice will have the flavor of the gravy on it. Next time you make a biryani, do try pouring the gravy into the rice. You will really find a difference in it. Okay, I've reached the top now. I'm just layering the rice on the top. Now just take the spoon and just give it a small gap so that the gravy seeps into this. Now it's our final garnishing. I'll be putting some freshly chopped coriander leaves. Now I'll be adding some kasuri methi. And yes, no biryani is complete without adding some roasted cashew nuts, almonds and some raisins. So I've done that here. There's no particular measure. As much as you wish, you can add them. Okay, now it's all ready. Let's close this and let it dum for around 20 minutes or till the steam comes on the top. Okay, here it is. Our emerald chicken biryani is ready. It's completely done. Now we'll just check that. Now if you just move into the rice, you can see that. Okay, it's done perfectly. You can see the steam is coming out. Okay, that's done. Okay, now we shall move it into a serving bowl. There it is. Merrybake's special emerald chicken biryani is ready. Well, in fact, this biryani has a very unique taste and really outstands from the other biryanis we have had. Do try this simple recipe and update your feedbacks and comments. I hope you enjoyed my video. If you liked it, do please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your family and friends. Okay, I've taken a smaller portion of the biryani in a plate just to show you the inside of it. There it is. You can see that, as I said, each and every grain of the rice is coated with the gravy, so this makes it really tasty. My mouth is completely watering. I'm going to have my share. Thank you for watching Merry Bakes.